Hello Yogins, my name's Amanda Shepard and we're going to play along practice. Practices tend to be about a level 2-3, so make sure you're fit and feeling good and have doctor approval, and you can see where we go in the description. That should be pretty detailed. And let's get started. Usual suspects for props: blanket, couple blocks, maybe a strap, and let's get going. I have a sweater on because it's a little chilly. It'll probably come off as we get going. Let's start in constructed rest today. So lying down on your backs, knees together, feet not too far apart as far as it's comfortable. If you have a different variation for your legs, go ahead and do that. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Let yourself drop into the earth and just start to become a witness of your breathing, feeling how the breath's moving through the body. Just notice before you start to cultivate a breathing practice. See if you can let the breath become a little bit fuller. Starting to connect into the breath, moving the torso. Let the shoulders relax. Take 3 more breaths here. With your next exhale, Ananda Balasana, happy baby, grabbing the shins or the outside edge of the feet if that's available. Spine is long on the mat, shoulders are relaxed, arm bones plugging into the shoulder sockets. Finding that integration. Maybe just start to rock a little bit. Going nice and easy. One heel in, opposite heel away, whatever you like to do. Back through center, keeping the right leg where it is. Left leg goes long on the mat. Scooping right sits bones towards the top of the mat. And again, nice and wide across the collarbone, wide across the sacroiliac. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, go mukhasana legs. Snuggling that left knee behind the right, separating the feet as much as possible. Maybe knees into the chest. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, let's rock the baby. Reclined. Reach that right foot into your left arm. You can also forklift if that's more interesting. Inner right knee moves away from the body. Shins moving towards parallel if that's interesting. Sits bones long, right side waist is long, and just bring that foot across the body nice and easy, and you'll start to feel that stretch a little deeper. Back through center. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, snuggle those right toes around the upper left arm. Spread the collarbones, maybe grab your calf. Reach those hands forward. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, sternum to sky, finding a Navasana variation. Breathing here. And then fire log, double pigeon pose. If that's not available to you, take sukhasana. Right arm under left, go mukha, galavasana, arms come on forward. Then inhale, reach the arms forward and up. As you exhale, let's take that right leg and reach it behind you. You're gonna keep the leg lifted, belly buttons over that left knee, and you're just gonna pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can have your hands on the floor if you like. Reach that leg out to the side, and again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then come on back. Reach those hands forward, roll yourself down. Ananda Balasana, happy baby. Left heel in first this time. Maybe you get some sweet pops. Breathing here. This time you're going to keep the left leg where it is. Reach the right leg long on the mat. Scooching that left sits bones away from your shoulder. Keeping the breath easy. And then go mukhasana, legs snuggling, right knee behind the left. Notice if that left hip is hiking, keep it long. Breathing here. And then forklift or rock the baby. You're going to reach the right leg long again. Left inner knee reaches away, and you want to stay nice and long here. Feel it beautifully along the outside. Bring that left leg to the right, very little bit, slight movement, and that really gets the stretch to go just a little deeper. Oh, feels so good. Right leg reaches up. See if you can snuggle your toes. You're gonna wrap your toes around your right arm. Maybe grab your calf. Exhale back and inhale. Find that Navasana variation. So take Ekapada Galavasana in Navasana. And then fire log pose, double pigeon. Left shin over the right, left arm forward, right arm on top. Garudasana, arms come on forward, hinging. Lifting on up, and then take that left leg, reach it behind you so the legs are right angles. You go 5, 4, 3, belly buttons over the knee, 2, 1, left leg out to the side, a little stronger, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, beautiful. Come on back to your start, reach your hands forward, scoop the belly in. Let the shoulder blades stay lifted, Ardha Navasana, breathing here. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to find Navasana, or actually as you inhale, lift on up. And then toes hover off the floor, genie arms. We're going to do like that Pilates kind of belly work. So knees together if that's interesting. If not, legs can be hip distance. And we're going to go bring your knees to your arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach out, belly button in, shoulder blades lifted, Ardha Navasana. And take the arms the other way. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. cross your ankles, come on forward, and start to find your cat-cows. Warming up the spine any way you need. I think I can take my sweater off now. It's a little chilly. It's chilly as like we get in Southern California. Might rain tomorrow. Oh my God. Untuck the toes, lifting the hips up and back. Adho, mukha, shavasana, downward facing dog. Shaking your head yes or no. Belly to spine, shoulders over the wrist. Nice high plank. Push them and round. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, adho, mukha, shavasana, downward facing dog. Reach that right leg back, open the hip, couple hip circles each direction. Looking over under your left arm, see if you can see your toes. And then I like to extend this leg. I'm going to keep the left heel down. Reach up with that right arm. Lots of energy under the left big toe mount. I might find the heel. And then see if I can kick the foot into the hand. Right hand comes down. I'm going to step that right knee up to the top of the mat. Left knee comes down, reach those toes away. Hands on that front leg, breathe into the back body. And then scissoring. See if you can sink down deep. Reach those arms to sky. Maybe open the arms a little bit. Take a nice deep inhale here and reach that left arm forward as I kickstand the left shin, and then take the hand around. Right wrist to the right inner knee. Looking over under your left arm. You want to feel P and F here, so strengthening and stretching at the same time. Looking over that left shoulder. Right ribs moving to the left. Back through center. Kickstand that left shin behind you and just draw back, Ardha Hanumanasana. Belly button over the knee, hands under the shoulders, make it more accessible. Use your blocks if you need them. Plant your palms, tuck the toes, quiet as a mouse. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, adho, mukha, shavasana, downward facing dog. Breathing here, finding your movements. Try to let all four sides of the waist stay even in length. Let your neck be easy. Reach the left leg back. Couple hip circles. Oh, looking over, check out your toes. Maybe reaching that left hand back, maybe finding the ankle. Kicking the foot into the hand. Bringing that hand down and quiet as a mouse. Step that foot up next to your thumb. Right knee comes down. Reach the toes away. Breathing here. Hands to your thigh. You're going to breathe into the back of the body. Reaching those arms to sky. Opening up as you exhale. Ardha Hanumanasana. Breathing here. Then allow that left foot to come down as you kickstand that right shin, windmilling open. Guiding the hip flexion. Can you accentuate the twist? Left arm is very active towards the left inner knee. So vigorous pushing together. And as you exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana again, hands underneath the knee, underneath your shoulders. Breathing here. Breathe in into your left knee, plant your palms, quiet as a mouse. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Shake your head, yes and no, whatever you like. Make sure your hands are working for you. Thumbs are easy, lots of energy under the inner hands, index and thumb. Big toes to touch. You're gonna bring your feet to the top of the mat, wherever you like to do it. Step, hop, invert, whatever makes you happy. Come forward when the body's empty of breath. Ardha Uttanasana, exhale Uttanasana, forward fold. Coming on up. And starting Surya Namaskar A, maybe inviting a back bend, Anivatasana, exhale Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, long spine. Hover the heels to bring the feet back. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Maybe witness the first breath and then cultivate the second and third breath here. Set your gaze as you lift the heels, bend the knees, feet come forward when you're ready, when the body's empty. Ardha Uttanasana, exhale Uttanasana, forward fold. Urdhva exhale, Samastihi. Keep it going, we'll do two more, any variations you like. Try to keep your arms straight. Last Surya Namaskar A. Ardha Uttanasana, exhale Uttanasana. Add that ease for your joints, right? Let's shake out your wrists. We're going to strengthen our wrists today and our hands. So just have your arms nice and easy. Kind of think jazz hands, but thumbs easy. Right elbows right underneath your shoulders. And take 10 nice breaths, and you're just going to flex and extend the fingers. like you're scratching the dog's butt. Breaths. That's good. And shake your hands out. Go crazy. All right, grounding down through your left foot. I'm going to lift your right knee, cross it over, galavasana. Right arm under left. Nice deep inhale here as you exhale, and take just to funky vrksasanas. Right ankle over that left knee. Sink those hips back, keep your arms. Keep going, maybe you can snuggle the right toes around that left arm and fit that right shin into your right armpit. Maybe you stay here, maybe you lift the heel, reach the sternum forward. Ekapada galavasana. Keep your right elbow in. Yogidandasana. Inhale, vrschikasana. Exhale, adho, downward facing dog. Left toes turn out. You're going to step that right foot up. Find your alignment. Nice square hips towards the floor and root to rise. Vrschikasana 1. Nice spin in that front knee. Allowing the inner left thigh to roll towards the sky. Nice deep inhale here as you exhale. Let's take vrschikasana 3. Hands to your heart center, make it a little more accessible. Then bend your right knee, we're going to float back to a high lunge. You can bend that left knee if you need to. If you don't need to, reach back through the heel. Breathing here. Right arm's going to reach behind you, palm facing out. Pat yourself in the back with your left arm. Absorb the ribs back. Little back bend here. Then as you exhale, gently bring the knee down. You're going to reach those toes away. And just let your left hand come on down and reach back for your foot. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. Come on forward to that right foot. And let's set up for Uttana Prasthasana, rolling the right toes out, outside edge. Deciding what you want. Those of you working on strength, you're going to tuck the back toes, keep the spine long. Those of you working on stretch, now let yourself melt into the floor, chest by your right heel. Maybe arms forward. And walk yourself back in. Hands right underneath the shoulders, tuck those left toes, reach that right leg to sky, maybe open the hip if that's interesting. Maybe come up Karasana if that feels good. Might hop that back foot in and just take up to the top of the mat. So root down with your arms, keep them straight. Happy those triceps towards the back of the room. Coming on up when you're ready. Inhale, extend the spine, exhale, fold. Sink the hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. Urdhva-stasana, exhale, Samastiti. Shake your hands out if you need it. Ground down through your right leg. You're going to lift the left knee to your chest. Garavasana, left arm under right. Breathing here. Number 4, funky ukkatasana, sitting back. Get those hips with the sits bones way back. And then maybe your hips are so far back, it's very easy to lay the ribs on the thigh. Let your toes snuggle your right arm in. And then just let the left shin come as close to your armpit as possible. Sternum leads forward. Ekapada galavasana, reaching the right toes back. Back of the mat. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, adho mukha svanasana, downward facing dog. Right toes turn out, left foot steps up. Inhaling, vrschikasana 1. A lot of people really arc a lot here, which isn't necessarily bad, but I find it feels better when I pull the ribs back and sink into that front leg a little bit more. Exhale, vrschikasana 3. Hands to your chest, make it easier. Pay attention to your SI alignment. Then bend the knee, you're gonna float back. Nice high lunge. Maybe bend the right knee if you need it, finding the right angles. And then reach back through the heel. Reach that left hand behind you, turning the palm out. Pat yourself in the back with the right hand. Little spinal extension if you like, and then allow yourself to sink down so you're right above that right kneecap. Draw yourself back again. Maybe reach that right arm for the left calf. Then nice and easy, vrksasanas, turning the left toes out. Any variation, you can also place your hands on blocks. This is hard for you. Just make your arms longer, it's the same stretch. If you're looking to open the hip. Same benefit, right? When you're ready, you're gonna walk your hands in right underneath the shoulders. Everyone tuck the right toes and reach that left hip back, opening the hip. Check out your tootsie, spread the toes nice and wide. And maybe let that left foot find the floor behind you. This pose is so hard for me. I think I've gotten orbit dandasana from here once. But if it's available to you, go for it. Push your feet into the floor a little more. Square your chest towards the sky. Keep reaching with that left arm. Three-legged dog. Maybe hop that right foot in a little bit. Set your gaze. Grip the floor with your hands and find your pickup. Right. And then feet to the top of the mat. Nice with control. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold. Sink those hips. Utkatasana, urdhvastasana. Exhale, samastihi. So keep that going. Another round at least. Grounding down through the left leg. You're going to lift your right knee. Garavasana. Funky utkatasana. Keeping that right foot flexed, sinking all the way back. Ekapada galavasana, hugging the toes around the arm. Plant your hands. Left leg reaches back. Roll your left inner thigh to sky. Reach your sternum forward more. Through your vinyasa. Try not to go lopsided. Adho mukha svanasana. Left toes turn out. Right foot steps up. Vrschikasana 1. Exhale. Vrschikasana 3. Nice and easy. Float it back to a nice crescent. Gomukhasana arms. Left elbow towards the sky. And then maybe gently floating down to Anjaneyasana from low lunge. Exhale. Uttanapristhasana, any variation you like. Hands underneath the shoulders. Open up that right leg as much or as little as you like. Letting yourself feel out where you want to be. Playing around with what feels good. Ekapada, adho mukha svanasana, three-legged dog. Then you're going to come to the top of the mat. Maybe hop that left foot in just a little. And this leg bone moves integrates into the body to get the hips over the shoulders. Ardha Uttanasana, exhale Uttanasana, Utkatasana, Urdhvastasana, exhale Samastihi. Taking it to the other side, and ground down into your right leg, left knee, Gardasana. Try to allow the shoulders some ease as you lift the elbows and karate chop the air with your right pinky. Exhale. Funky Utkatasana. Keep the arms as long as possible. And then when it's available, ridge the thighs. Hug that right arm with your left toes. Lengthen forward as you reach that right leg back. Ekapada galavasana. Chaturanga dandasana. Urdhva mukha svanasana. Exhale, adho mukha svanasana. And turn the left toes out, step the right foot up. Vrschikasana 1. Maybe look down the tip of the nose as you pull the chin in and see the thumbs that way. So not right, neck draws back. Exhale, Vrschikasana 3. Bend the right knee first, then step back into your lunge. Any arm variation, maybe that left arm reaches back and right arm overhead for Gomukhasana arms. Gently allow the left knee to descend. Anjaneyasana with Gomukhasana arms. Exhaling into your Uttanapristhasana, gently turning the right toes out, keeping the knee and toe in the same line.
It doesn't need to be the same each round. You can do a different variation. Walk your hands in, right under the shoulders. Opening that right hip, anything you want to do. Maybe the right toes go behind you. Just do the same leg. Maybe reaching back. I just did the same leg, didn't I? I'm going to step that left foot in. We'll take it to the other side next time. Lifting up. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold. Sink those hips as you bend the knees, vrksasanas. Coming on up, vrschikasana. All right. I'm gonna ground down through the right leg, bring the left knee into vrksasanas. Nice deep inhale here as you exhale. Funky utkasana. Sink all the way back. Ekapada galavasana, sternum forward. Reach that right leg back. And then through your vinyasa. Exhale, adho, mukha. I'm going to turn the right toes out, step that left foot up. Inhaling, vrschikasana, 1. Exhaling, vrschikasana, 3. Gently floating back to your crescents. Reaching up. Gomukhasana arms. Draw the ribs back. Reach the sternum back. And then with your exhale, gently come down. Here on Janasana. Nice deep inhale here, unwind the arms. And turn the toes out. Vrksasana. Walk your hands in, right under the shoulders. Reach it back. Hip circles if you prefer. If you want to play with the back bend, go ahead and do that. Placing the left toes behind you. Peel your left arm across the body, up and overhead, and maybe towards the floor. Get back around. Three-legged dog. Maybe gently hop that right foot in. And again, you want that integration to get the hips over the shoulders. Ardha Uttanasana, exhale Uttanasana, forward fold. Sink those hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana, or Vrksasana. Exhale, Samastihi. Taking a moment. Catching up with the breath. Sink the hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana, and then you're going to lift your right knee to your chest, find your funky Utkatasana. Left arm goes behind you, right elbow comes to the longitudinal arch. Stack the hands together in a twist. Parvarta Utkatasana. Maybe fly the arms, right arm down, left arm to sky. Get that booty nice and low. Notice where your top arm is. See if you can reach it straight up. Maybe see your thumb. Nice deep inhale here as you exhale. Bring those hands to the floor right under the shoulders. Eka Pada Galavasana one more time. And this time bring the left foot down. And you're gonna go right in to that back bend if you want it. Take it back around. Let's step that right foot into vrschikasana 2. Hand right goes right between the hands. Foot goes right between the hands. And windmill it open. You have leg warmers on. Be careful your feet aren't flying around your mat. Drop the shoulders. And find the integration of the arms. So as the fingers reach out, draw in. Reverse the part of vrschikasana. Root into that left foot, straighten that right leg. Turn your right toes in, and let's interlace the hands behind you. Folding in for vrksasanas seat. Shoulders move away from the ears so the neck has lots of room. Reaching those pinkies overhead, any amount. If you want a little more for the wrist, you're going to let your hands come apart, but keep the fingers interlaced. A little more stretch there. And then any version of a headstand that you like. Maybe niralamba. Let the arms stay shoulder width. You just hover the heels and come on up. You can do tripod. Nice deep inhale here as you exhale. You're going to bend the left knee and reach that right leg out to the side. Flex your left foot, flex both feet. And then come on down into Skandasana. Right, and then if you like, you're welcome to invite a bind. I don't always like it in this pose, but if you do, you want that arm to come nice and low on the shin, the left shoulder, and reach that right arm around. I always find it a little challenging, so I prefer this version. Nice deep inhale here as you exhale. Root into your left foot. Start a Pada Yogidandasana legs. Hands to your hips and come on up. Turn the right heel in, left heel out. And Stiti Baddha. Left arm up and over, framing that front foot. Reach that right leg to the sky. Wrap your triceps towards the back of the room and let your elbows hover off the floor. And then let the elbows come down to on your forearms, rolling your inner wrist down. You can stay here in a dolphin, or if you like, as you integrate the left leg into the body, reach up with your right toes, maybe inviting pincha mayurasana. You've done some back bends. So maybe pushing into your forearms, reaching the chest through the arms, inviting a hollowback, any leg variation. And if you like, maybe big toes touch, bringing your chest through the other way towards your thumbs for vrschikasana, scorpion pose. Flex and point your feet. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, pull the belly button in and with control, tops of the feet come down. Vrksasana. You can keep your hands at your low back. You want to keep those hips over the knees. Maybe the hands find the heels. You can always tuck the toes to lift the heels higher, right? You can do one arm and then the other, whatever makes you happy. Breathing here. Exhale. Hands down. Adho mukha. Step the left foot in, reach the right leg back, and just pick it up. and coming to the top of the mat. If you want to go straight to Utkatasana, go ahead. Ardha Uttanasana, exhale Uttanasana, forward fold. Sink those hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana, or vrksasanas. Shake your wrists out. And nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to ground down through your right foot and lift the left knee. Garudasana, left arm under right. And then number 4, funky Utkatasana. And this time, just twist so you can get your left arm into the left arc of the foot. Stack the hands to lean back. Maybe fly the arms. Pay attention to your right arm. Get the booty low. And then Ekapada galavasana one more time. Use your toes. Reach back with that right foot. And this time you're going to land the right foot, float that left leg, and any hip variation, maybe inviting a back bend. Breathing here. Nice deep inhale. Here's your exhale. Take it back around. 3-legged dog, left leg to sky, and step it up. Virabhadrasana 2. Big part of Virabhadrasana. This as you straighten that front leg, and then let your hands come behind to interlace. Turn the toes in, setting up for Prasarita Padottanasana C. Exhaling, diving forward. Top of the head to the earth. Shoulders away from your ears. Neck is super spacious. And then any variation of an inversion, right? This niralamba is one of my favorite. And you can play with leg variations, right? Walking it down, hovering, going back up. Just keep the shoulders moving away from your ears. I'm going to bend the left knee, flex both my feet. No, wait. Bend the right knee, flex both my feet. And as I exhale, I'm going to let the feet land. And you're in Skandasana. Left toes pointing to sky again. If you like to find the bind, you're welcome to do that. I don't really like it. Breathing here. Try to lengthen the spine so you're not rounding forward. Nice deep inhale here as you exhale. Root into that right foot. Turn the left toes in. And walk, and then take your hands to your hips, hinging up. Left heel turns in, right heel turns out. Utthita Trikonasana, nice and long on the left side body. Right arm up and overhead. Plant the palms. And reach it back, 3-legged dog. You're welcome to stay here. This might be enough for you today. Maybe you're gonna hover if you're working on strengthening the shoulders. Maybe you're gonna let those elbows come down. If you want pincha mayurasana, root to rise, root down through your forearms, pick on up.
Maybe hollowback, reaching the chest through the shoulders towards the back of your mat. Any leg variations. Maybe you're going to bring the chest towards your thumbs for vrschikasana. So the chest is moving towards my fingers. I'm going to flex and point the feet. And then with control, nice and light, bring the top of the feet down, root to rise. Vrksasana if you like it. Whatever you want. Maybe you prefer balasana, child's pose here. That's okay. Keep those hips forward. Come on out. Plant your hands, tuck the toes, adho. Scoop the belly in with your tailbone toward your heels. And allow your feet to come forward. Maybe step the right foot first. A little bit. And pick up. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Utkatasana, vrksasanas. Exhale, Samastiti. Breathing nice and easy. Just gonna check the time, 51. Okay. All right. Rooting into your left foot. Gonna lift the right knee, reach the left arm forward, right arm back, and dancing Shiva, any variation. Back at your right fingertips. Look forward. Just let your hand gently guide into funky Utkatasana, and then reach the right arm. Into your twist. Right arm down, left arm to sky. Get nice and low in the hips. Breathing here. Notice your patterns, right? I always tend to go back. See if you can bend your left arm and see if you find the outer waist on your right side. Good. Notice, keep your chest turned to the side. And then you're going to plant your palms through Ekapada Galavasana. Left foot's going to land. You're going to open up, open the hip. Maybe inviting a back bend. Take it back around, three-legged dog. And this time, let's step that foot up into a lunge. Low lunge, bring the left knee down, reach those toes away. Lengthen the tailbone. Just allow yourself to draw back. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, take your right hand to the thigh, make some space for your hip flexor, and then reach that left arm forward and to the outside, inviting a twist. Tuck the left toes. Maybe fly the arms. Parvrta Parsvakonasana. Maybe bend your right elbow and see if you find your belly button. Keep the chest towards the sky. Exhale, unwind. Nice long Purvottanasana. Three-legged dog. And maybe inviting a forearm balance if that's interesting. Any one that you like. This one's my favorite. And then with control,
into vrschikasana. Maybe reaching that right palm behind you, pat yourself in the back with the left arm. Go mukha arms, and you can unwind the arms. Plant your palms, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, and bring your feet to the top of the mat. Any way that feels good for you. Coming on up, vrksasanas. Exhale, samasthihi. Take a moment here. Rounding down through the right leg, you're going to lift your left knee. Galavasana. Flip the left knee, open up, dancing Shiva, any variation. Nice deep inhale here as you exhale, look forward, rebend that front knee. You can use your right hand to help guide. Funky vrksasanas. Adding that twist, Baddha Yogidandasana. Maybe fly the arms, maybe reach around and see if you find your belly button. Keep the chest moving towards the right and sternum forward. Exhale, unwind. Galavasana. That right leg float down. Opening up. Maybe inviting a back bend. And reaching it back around. Then stepping that left foot up next to your thumb. And invite that low lunge. See if you can reach on up, opening up into a back bend. Maybe go mukha arms. And take the left hand to the thigh. Reach back, you're going to reach that right arm up. As you pull the belly in, twist. Elbow to the outside. Fighting Parvrita Pranayama. Going to tuck those back toes. Right arm down, left arm to sky. Nice and long on the side waist. Maybe reach around, see if you can find your belly button. Up. Exhale, unwind. Straighten that front leg as you plant those palms under the shoulders. Adho. And maybe pincha mayurasana, maybe hollowback. Maybe vrschikasana. Scorpion pose. And any variations you like to play with. Maybe hollowback, legs extended up. And gently, a little more gentle than that maybe. Setting up for your vrschikasana. Maybe left palm faces out, right arm overhead. Mayurasana arms. Lifting up. Keep the chest square. Breathing here. Exhale, coming on forward. Shake your head, yes and no. Maybe stepping the right foot forward a little bit. Lining up your shoulders makes it easier, and then find the integration of that standing leg to invite the alignment. Adho Uttanasana, exhale Uttanasana, forward fold. Sink those hips as you bend the knees. Vrksasanas, exhale Samasthiti. Shake your hands out. Breathing nice and easy. A lot of inversions today. All right, rooting down through the left leg. You're gonna bend your right knee. Draw it up. Galavasana. Right arm under left. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, find that number 4. And then find your twists. So I'm really reaching that foot towards my shoulder, right? Trying to get as deep as possible. Planting that right hand as much as I can, sinking deep, and rotating the right ribs towards the left. Reaching left arm to sky, maybe bending that arm behind me. Now, if my fingertips are at my belly button, and they are, I'm gonna see if I can root into my left foot and just bring the right foot with me, coming to stand. Maybe finding a clasp, breathing here. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm gonna bring the foot back down. Find my ekapada galavasana. Bring that left foot down, open that right leg. Back bend if you want it. You don't have to do that. And take it back around. Maybe hover the elbows, maybe forearms to floor, or maybe floating up. Any leg variations you like? And coming in to a back bend if you want it. Breathing here. Nothing to palm, stepping that left foot forward. Adho Uttanasana, exhale Uttanasana, forward fold. Vrksasanas, exhale Samasthiti, maybe shake out your wrists. All right, so we're gonna do the other side. Nice, I'll do it here. Rounding down through your right leg. I'm gonna draw your left knee up. Breathing here, left arm under right. Galavasana. Funky Utkatasana, sinking back. Adding the twist, Vrksasanas. Oh. Making sure where you're looking is focused. Grounding down through the right big toe mound. So I want that foot pretty deep into the armpit, right? I'm gonna reach all the way across. Maybe folding that right hand behind me, see if you find your belly button. Sternum towards the front of the room. Now, if that arm If that foot is pretty deep in the armpit, pretty easily, I'm going to root into my right foot. Come to stand and just fold the left arm back. Let's see if I can find my clasp. Breathing here, and just about got it. Breathing here. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, bring the foot back down. That was a touch, not a clasp on that side. I'm gonna plant the hands. Ekapada galavasana. Right leg's gonna come down and reach that left leg up. Maybe inviting a back bend. Breathing here. And then reach it around. Hovering the elbows, that might be enough. It's very strengthening to do that. Bring the forearms down. And pincha mayurasana.
Hollowback. Funky flying scorpion, which is what this is.
Vrschikasana. Right. Maybe galavasana legs. Maybe reaching those legs up.
Trying to bring the toes forward.
And then finding vrschikasana. Always working on the balance between ease and effort, right? Vrksasanas. Come here up. Plant the palms. Can you step that right foot in a little bit? And save it by straightening the arms. Adho uttanasana, exhale uttanasana. Coming on upward vrksasanas. Exhale. Samastiti. Last standing, I think. We'll try that variation of Yogidandasana one more time. It's standing variation. You're gonna root down to your left leg. Lift the right knee, cross it over. Mayurasana. Dancing Shiva, let's add that back in. Exhale. Funky Uttanasana. Then add your twist. And in as deep as you can. Bring the left arm around. That might be enough work for a lot of people. Root into your left foot. Maybe stand. Ooh, you gotta keep that root system nice and strong. Big toe round, outer heel. Finding your clasp. Lifting up, exhale. Mindfully, carefully, gracefully, bring it back. Snuggle the toes around. Ekapada galavasana. Floating the left leg back, opening the hip, anything that feels good here. Right? Then maybe let your right forearm come down and just walk your left hand in line, left wrist in line with the right elbow, keeping your left elbow in. And just see if you can come on up to a nice funky variation. Pushing down into your foundation. And coming on down. Balasana, child's pose. Nice active child. Walk your hands over to the right. Pulling with the left arm. I didn't mirror that, I did that with you. And then right hand to the middle of the mat, left hand stacks on top, push down and pull back. Walk your hands over to the left, pulling with the right arm. And then opposite way, bottom arm reaches forward, outside arm on top. So it'll be your right arm and left arm on top. Push down and pull back. Nice active child. Breathing here. Let's take a puppy pose. So hips over the knees. Walk your hands forward. For this variation, let your thumbs touch. Keep the arms hovering. Keep your alignment of the hips over the knees. Right, belly in. Chest and chin to the floor. And walk it back in. Shake your head, yes and no. Any way you want to bring your feet to the top of the mat, go ahead and do it. Vrksasanas, exhale, samastihi. Breathing here. Let's take adho for a moment with nice and wide across pec minor. Shoulder blades lifting the heart. Root to rise. Grounding down through your right foot, bring the left leg into galavasana. Dancing Shiva. Looking back at the left fingertips. And then find your, don't look at the camera, find your funky ukkatasana. Sinking back nice and low. Add your twist, vrta. Bending that right arm. Breathing here. Maybe rooting into that right foot. And reaching that left arm through. Ah. Maybe you fall out a little bit. I'll try it this way. So big toe mound needs to stay on the floor, right? That counts, that was a class. Then gently, mindfully, I'm gonna bring it back in and see if I can scoop my toes around. Each side's different, so just honor your body, right? Ekapada galavasana. Right foot down, open the left hip, anything you want. Breathing here. Maybe back bend. Move to the other back. Reach it back, three-legged dog. Maybe hover, maybe forearms down. Anything you want to play with. Come down and take a child's pose. Reach out, find my, I think I'm out of order there. Find my adho mukha svanasana. Let the left forearm come down. Walk your right hand back in line with the wrist. So it's left like the sky thing. It's actually easier with your legs the other way. And maybe see, keeping that right forearm in. Rooting down. And then nice and gentle, come on down, take another child's pose, you get an extra breathing here. So this time when you come on forward, nice and gentle, and have you come prone. Keep the tailbone in, belly button in. Right? It's nice and easy on those knees. You're just going to elbows in, gently come down, reaching the right arm out to the right, opening up pec minor, left foot comes behind you, and the right, breathing here. Left arm out anywhere between noon and 3. Or sorry, noon and 9. Come on back through center. Hands next to your little ribs. Forward mukha svanasana. Exhale, adho mukha svanasana. And then just jump it through nice and easy. You can start with shoulders over the wrists if you like. Push down, niralamba. Bring those feet to the floor. And just roll it up. Set up for bridge pose. Take a moment if you need it. Down through your feet, ankles underneath the knees. Pay attention to where your feet, what direction your toes are facing. You want to be able to lift the toes and feel the arc of the foot engage nice and even between the ball of the foot and the heel, right? And then bring the toes back down. So maybe your toes need to turn out. Occasionally people need to turn in. Some people are straight ahead. Just do what works for you. Lengthen the tailbone towards the back of the knees. Interlace your hands or grab the outside edges of your mat. One shoulder under, then the other. Keeping the chin lifted. Push into your feet. Try to relax your glutes a little bit and gently come on down. Lifting on up, interlacing your hands the other way, other shoulder under first. Keep the chin lifted. Stiti Baddha Yogidandasana. Exhale, gently release, rolling it out. And setting up for vrksasanas if you want that today.
plenty of days where I don't want that pose. Hands outer shoulder distance, fingers facing your shoulders. They might be facing out a little bit. But elbows aiming towards the sky, so they're not aiming out towards the sides. Bridge legs. Top of the head comes in and integrate the arm bones into the shoulder socket. Keep the elbows like chaturanga. I like to lift my heels and then straighten arms and legs together. Coming out when it feels right for you. It does feel good to get that little extra breath in your back bend sometimes, but not all the time. So don't force yourself to stay in them. Gearing up for round 2. Taking your time. Sometimes people fly into this pose, and I think that's how you can get tweaky in it. Maybe one last one. Maybe draw the right knee into the chest and reach that leg to sky, pushing into your left foot and arms. Bring it down. And maybe taking that to the other side. Coming on down. Oh, that felt good. Drop your knees off to the right and then to the left. Maybe wrist circles here. Draw the knees into the chest, couple low back circles, 1 or 2 each direction. And then find a twist that works for you. Right ankle over the left knee, maybe Supta Ardha Matsyendrasana. Hips to the right, knees left. You can bind it up, whatever feels good for you. This is towards the end of practice, so be easy. Check out your right fingertips if you like. Back through center. Left ankle over right knee, hips left, knees right. Reaching out through the left arm, keep the shoulder blade down. If this is too much of a leg cross, you can just step on the foot or bring your foot to the inner thigh. You can lessen the pressure for the hip flexor. Back through center. into the chest. And then before, set yourself up and the body for your shavasana, but before you actually go into shavasana, keep your attention on your breath. Let it be easeful. We're going to do a very relaxing pranayama, that's the idea. So with your next inhale, just breathe into the belly and hold. Feel the ribs and hold, and then feel the chest, hold at the top. And then like a wave, exhaling through the nose, chest, ribs, belly. Keep the breath out for a moment. Nice relaxing breaths. Notice what you need to do. Notice the breath. Do you need to breathe deeper to find that relaxation after that? And with your inhale, just the belly, feel the ribs, feel the chest, hold, exhale like a wave. Couple recovery breaths. And with your next inhale, inhale like a wave all the way to the top. Hold the breath in. Empty the chest. Empty the ribs. Empty the belly. Hold the breath out. Then release, a couple of recovery breaths. Inhale like a wave. Exhale chest. Exhale ribs. Empty the belly. Hold the breath out. And then let it go. A couple of recovery breaths and then just drift into your shavasana. breath cycle, begin to bring awareness back to the breath. Nice deep inhale, exhale. Start to move the fingers and toes, do some circles, the outer limbs. Reaching out any way you like to awaken. Bring the knees to the chest, maybe pick a side of the body. And make your way up to a nice comfortable seated position. Hopefully that was a long enough shavasana for you. It's freezing, so sitting up nice and tall, elbows underneath the shoulders, and I think I'm at 136, so I'm going to just do one Om today. Nice deep inhale in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, peace, peace, and perfect peace. Namaste, yogins. I bow to you. Have a beautiful day. And thanks for playing along.